This is Pops, a character from the show known as Happy Tree Friends. Despite loving his son, Cub, he is seen being extremely inconsiderate and absent-minded, leading to the deaths of him and his son all the time. Let me give you 3 episodes that support this statement. Number 1, Read 'em and Weep. The episode begins with the two of them going to the beaver's stand. His son goes in one of the boxes and shows his dad the book he wants. However, his dad, being broke as hell, refuses and instead opts to some book much cheaper, which looks like Little Brown Bear as a sleep paralysis demon. Little does he know, he'll come to regret this later. Cue to a few hours later, and Pops is seen reading the book he bought earlier like a drunk Sims character. As he's reading, a bunch of dead birds fall from the sky. What is this, cloudy with a chance of dead birds? Pops heads out of his son's room and his son gets possessed by some green light. Now what makes Pops so careless here? Well, for one, he was selfish as he only thought of his deepening debt and not his son's Amagadala. He didn't even close the windows, which gave his son a perfect yet horrifying view of the dead birds. Yes, dead birds falling out of the sky, which is probably going to put him on anxiety medication for the rest of his life, if he even has one by the end of this episode. Let's continue. It's the next morning, and Pops is seen trying to feed his son breakfast. Speaking of his son, who looks completely horrifying, Pops shows no concern of his health or the way his face looks. His son ends up vomiting on him and the 2 other people that arrive, and even ends up killing one of them in the process. Moose is able to get his son back to normal. However, Pops, being the dimwit he was born to be, smashes his son with the shovel and ends his life right there. So remember, this is a good example on why your son's well-being is more important than saving any last cent in your bank account, because while you can earn money back, you can't do the same for your son. Number 2, Chip off the old block. Okay, so sleeping outside with a functioning lawnmower and a baby is not the best thing to do, and you're all about to find out why. Fortunately, his dad wakes up just in time and saves him from cutting his whole arm off. Now, what's so wrong with Pops in this scene, you might ask? Well, on the count of 3, you're about to see why. 3, 2, 1. And finally, number 3, Snip, Snip, Hooray. Now this episode proves why you should never, and I mean never, let some absent-minded, let alone a guy like Pops, cut your hair. And that's because, as he begins to, he cuts his son's entire ear off. And trust me, it only gets worse from there. The dad turns away for 2 seconds, and next thing you know, the son has already cut some of its forehead to where it shows the raw part, and his son mistakes the razor for a binky and ends up getting everything inside his mouth cut off. What makes this sad is that Pops doesn't even notice or care as he watches his son dead in his high chair. So in conclusion, while Pops' reckless and absent-minded behavior isn't done intentionally, it tells us that Pops just wasn't made to be a father figure. Because if you can't even keep your eye on your son for more than 2 seconds, it makes you wonder what happens to his son in the future. That's it for this video though. Comment below any other ideas, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.